Greetings, fellow survivors. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Jurassic Splashdown. Episode 2, Building a Garden for Our Daughter. We do have dwindling food supplies, so we have 37 survival meals. So food is, like, obviously a thing that we're going to have to consider. I think what I'm going to do here is increase the zone of inside to include the proposed farm, and I'll just have to micromanage the children that are within this zone to make sure that they are supervised. Like, they don't have to be locked up inside as long as there's an adult where adults need to be. I just don't want them out here by themselves. You think you're up to felling that Katsura tree again? I mean, you are, Oh, you can do some work watching. Yes, learn from Spieler, who completely also does not know how to cut down trees. Also, what the hell noise was that? What are you? Oh, Maya, sir? Okay, you're friendly. You're fine. Spieler, don't do that yet. So, Owen, thank you for the sub. And welcome. Oh, you need to go potty. That makes sense. Okay, you are way too close. You also move pretty fast. Okay, Nabla, you are free to come back out. And I think I have enough cut wood that you can work on other things. So the other thing that we're going to want to do is to remove really all the plant life here so that we can make room for a farm, because there's a lot of plants here that are blocking plant growing. And you are work watching. Good. So growth tier learning. Trying to get them as high growth tier as possible would be fantastic. So Nabla is watching Spieler work because her one of her needs is work watching. All right, ETA about 4 hours till first batch of timber. Whoa, 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 Spieler. Spieler, what the hell? What are you... Oh, you're also cutting. Cool. It is funny that the manual saw sounds like a power saw. Okay. Maya, sir. Okay, you're fine. Maya, sir, are not going to hurt us. Any new predators to know about? Actually, some of the Meganeura left. So we have fewer predators out there. But one of them is, like, hanging out right here, which makes me uncomfortable. If it was daytime, I might even try to take shots at it. But it's not daytime. Alright, we're doing the handoff. Ken's watching Nabla. And, I think I'm going to create a new zone. Inside and farm. And this one will just be straight up inside. Lots of zones. It's nighttime, so completely stay inside for the little ones. And in 2 hours, we'll have the first batch done. And we have lots of green lumber to be processed. I could build more logwood drying racks, but I don't think I'm gonna need them. I think we're okay. All right, meals went from 37 to 33 today. Don't worry, keeping an eye on that. We don't have, we have the ability to make a field stove, but what I was hoping to do is to have Ken get a few more construction tasks under his belt before he tries to make a field stove, because he's not skilled enough for me to feel confident that the field stove won't fail. And I don't have a lot of steel, so I don't want to fail. Not a lot of room for error. Oh, you are floor drying. Okay. So in terms of the mods that I'm using, the only DLC that I have on is biotech, but I'm not really using any of the biotech features like mechs or xenotypes or anything like that. It's just, in order to have children, you need to have biotech enabled. So if you're wondering, they're all just baseliners. They're not some secret breed of special human or anything. They're just people. People who got swindled by black market human traffickers. Why not use the fire to make a meal? I could. The thing is, we live in the jungle. I don't know about you, but like having a fire going when we're heading into summer sounds awful. So it's more about the heat than anything else. The stone with the black dots, this is coal and iron. Silver. Oh, also, it goes without saying, yeah, there are no components in the wild. The components that we have are the components we landed with. There's no other sources. This is it. So, take care of it or lose it. Just like is also true for the seeds. Stay back. I'm watching you. I will shoot you if I have to. How soon is this? 2 hours. Okay. And he's going to smooth the walls. Please leave. What is their harm chance? Okay, not something I want to shoot at. Basically, if it fights back, I don't shoot at it until much later on, probably. Because I don't really need an angry dinosaur going, "Oh, you look yummy," and jump. Ankylosaurus. You don't eat meat. You are massive, though. And you don't move too fast. So, when you drop armored dinosaur hide, it would definitely be good to hunt them later on. Especially if I have the capacity to keep their food from spoiling. Which I don't yet, but I will someday. Can you leave, though? For real? You're like totally up in my head. In my face. Alright, next step. We want to plant not all the seeds that we have. And the reason is, if we end up with a blight and we've planted all our seeds, we're done. We lose access to that crop forever. So I have 75 rice seeds, and I'm going to plant some, but not all of them. I want to plant like 3/4 of them. So here's a grow zone of 50 out of 75. And Anabla and Doppy, you are welcome to join me. So we'll start with rice, and then we'll continue with potatoes and corn. And I'm not going to worry about the non-edibles. The other that we have are hops, smoke leaf, psychoid, heel root, and chocolate, which are not going to be useful or relevant for us for a bit. Alright, what is the ETA here? We've got 4 hours. Got it. I think I'll have Ken cut down some of the more difficult to cut down trees. And Dagonite, thank you for the gifted subs. I don't feel comfortable with this Ankylosaurus going, hey, I'm gonna hang out right on top of you. Penguin Eddie, thank you for the resub too. I'm sorry you missed the start. Luckily, it all ends up on YouTube. All right, there we go. So Nabla is sowing some rice. Whether it's going to be enough food before we start to starve or not is yet to be seen. I'm not going to worry about those plants out there. Now look at you go. So much green lumber. Okay, you have to stay out here. You're the only adult on duty. It's like a relay. You gotta hand off the baton, you know? Spieler, I am gonna bring you outside so that Ken can grab some timber and do another batch of walling. Oh, it's not quite ready yet. Even Doppy's coming out here to do some work watching. So you must have work watching. I don't have lesson taking yet. Ability to fulfill lesson taking. And I certainly don't have nature running. That's going to be something really difficult to fulfill for a long, long time. I plan on it, but not for a while. Alright, some of the green lumber is done. Nice, a whole batch. Okay, Ken's going out. It's okay. Spieler. You are going to be kept inside and farm so that you're close by. Someone needs to watch Nabla. Do I have a max allow technology limit in this world? No, I don't. It's going to be really difficult to ascend the, let's call it tech ladder, but technically there's no limit. Alright, Spieler, you have to stay out here. Your daughter's still out here. Although we have mostly walled up. This is a non-critical wall that doesn't actually keep anything out. It's more aesthetic than anything else. And then we have a door and a wall. So we almost have full perimeter for the farm. Alright. Spieler went inside, so it's inside for everyone. Raw berries. Okay. Woo. I was a little worried about raw berries for a minute there. Ken. I'm going to have you fill the racks before you go to sleep. So this will be done tomorrow morning, but the new stuff won't be done for a bit. You bought to the non-critical wall 2 times? Yeah, it's those corners. They're difficult. He's not very good at cutting corners. quick survey. Oh, hey, look at that! You picked a fight with a Dinosaurs, and it's not going to end well for you. You're honestly way too far for me to safely go butcher or anything, so I'm not going to take advantage of that down dinosaur, but it's good to know we have a predator that died, or is in the process of dying. No dog treats today? It might just be on cooldown. So you got floor drying, and you also have floor drying. Beautiful. Have at it. And Ken will be able to go outside in a moment. What's the ET? Oh, 100%. All right, perfect. Come on, Ken. It is safe! Okay, we don't really need the inside zone anymore. So, inside zone? Well, we still might want it if there's, like, I don't know, horrible weather or something like that. But, the immediate need for a dedicated inside zone is, resolved. So, we have got 50 potato seeds. Let's plant, let's say, 35 of them. Spieler, you are going to be put to task on research. And the first research I'm going to go for is complex furniture, so that we can get, very importantly, some beds and a school desk with the ability to start to educate our children. Lady Stormguard, thank you for the resub. The rice seeds were left out. Yeah, at least they didn't decay away. Alright, so we've got rice and potatoes. We only have 30 corn seeds, so let's plant 20 of them. And then that might honestly be it. I don't think I'm willing to plant anything else. So we're going to have some unused space. Joker, thanks for gifted subs again. Let me check on the timer. Yeah, the timer is, like, completely not working. What the hell? Whatever. Alright, Ken's trying to make the inside of our home a little bit nicer with the extra, materials that we've got. So that we're not living in, essentially, squalor. And then Spieler, let's reduce your plant cut. Oh, so you research. Because now the children can be in the farmed this farm area, because this farm area is enclosed. So, barring fires or raiders or whatever, we're not going to lose access to that area. Nice! It's clean. So one of the reasons, another one of the reasons I did that is it's not safe to cook in a dirty environment. So now that this zone is clean, we can cook without like a unnecessarily high sickness risk. So I'm gonna get I'm gonna have him finish smoothing. He's not leveled up in construction yet, but he's almost level 7. And then I'll attempt for some fueled stoves, because I know we have a very dwindling supply of food. The other thing I could do is cancel all designations for harvests and chop wood and cut plants. And then go after the barberry bushes that are fruiting and fully ripe. And that way we can forage some berries. It's not going to be like a long-term solution for our food supply, but it will be a short-term solution, which is honestly good enough. And Hashimoto and Klein, thank you for the resubs. Oh, yep, but let's not go out right now. Because there's some mad animals that want to murder us. Collis, where are you? You don't move very fast, so you know what? I might just shoot you. Another thing we're going to want pretty early on is a butcher table. So I'm going to do save up for a butcher table and save up for the field stove. And then we'll get some shelving to try to make this place not awful. Ooh, a hit to the kidneys. And now you can see why I have doors everywhere. Death in 16 hours. Yep, that's a kill. I don't need a flex to finish it off. It will get finished without my intervention. Don't screw up, don't screw up, don't screw up, don't screw up. Yay! Alright, it's bleeding to death. And we'll just wait it out. I like how the children are making dinosaur floor etchings. Like a little Meganura and whatever that's supposed to be. Doppy, how diligent of you. A Triceratops? Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's got 3 horns. Alright, a lot of the lumber is going to be ready tomorrow, which is great. I'll put it to good use. Oh. We got some Brachiosauruses. They are some chunky boys. They eat a lot, they carry a lot, and they yield a lot. Adult meat amount. 1,300. Oh my god. That's meat pinata. That's what that is. So the harm chance, as you may have noticed, basically everything will attack you back to some degree if you harm it. So hunting carries risk kind of no matter what. And I'll have to be very careful about that. With the timber that's about to get done, once we research complex furniture, I'll also get some shelves out so that we can start organizing everything, because everything is super messy. Alright, did that animal die? Yes, it is unconscious. I'm going to put a dumping zone here. Call it corpses. Maybe not next to our fecal sludge. Let's move that again. Dumping zone here. Of animal corpses. Bringing it behind our walls so that other dinosaurs won't eat them. Your question is, how much wiggle room are 20 components able to get the fab bench? So if you're wondering, the researching fabrication requires a high-tech research bench. A high-tech research bench is 10 components. And then the fabrication bench is 12 components. So there's really not a lot of wiggle room. There are ship chunks out here. There's 3 of them that crash landed when we got here. So there's a few extra components out in the wild. But that's probably the only components in the entire world that exist. So resources are extremely scarce and extremely precious, in other words. Alright, one of the other things I'm going to do is change the food policies. I'm going to get rid of the other food policies that I got here. No raw food. I'm going to take raw food off their diets because raw food carries too much of a food poisoning risk for me to, you know, think it's okay. This butcher zone is going to have a very small radius so we don't go around the entire map tile trying to butcher critters. And Ken, I'm going to have you come out here and harvest some barberries. Or barberries. Barberries. I'm not making purses. So that we can maybe cook some nice meal, a nice meal. It's only slightly dirty in here, so there's a pretty good chance that it won't end up vomit time. How about advanced components? We have 3. And if you're wondering, the high-tech research bench doesn't need them, and the fab bench needs 2 of them. So there's a tiny room for error, but not much. Nabla, why aren't you, yeah, there you go. I was wondering why Nabla wasn't planting. And Doppy, you are idle? What can I have you do? At some point you can stone cut. You know, technically you can mine. So, Doppy, let's have you mine some marble. I don't want him to mine anything that is higher yield, because he's not going to get it. But things that don't matter, he can mine. No problem. He doesn't like mining, though. So, I'm not going to force him to do it for very long. Alright, we have got 35 of the 50 rice planted. Nice. Got another batch of timber going. And I think while I have a little bit of data, you know, I don't like you. I wish you weren't right there. Let's go ahead and get some more berry harvesting going. I'm going to try to only go after the berries that are fully ripe, height, full yield. But more food for our people would be really, really nice. Can we make bows for the kids? Nope, I don't have the tech. Yeah. And teaching the children to use bows against dinosaurs might be a really dumb lesson to give them. It's like, here, these animals that run many times faster than you and do dozens of times more damage than you, go hunt them with a bow, said no parent ever in the history of parenthood. Just saying. Alright, how is our lumber still being processed? Cool. And we have very little of it extra. But our bedroom is, I mean, it's still awful, but it's getting better. Yeah, some parents might say that. That's fair. I have met some bad parents. Let's do a quick survey. We don't have anything super scary on the map tile, which is good. And some of the life stage, like, I know they're pack animals, so like going after a triceratops that's near the other triceratops is a little dangerous, but given that they're in the baby stage, they don't move very fast. They're like half speed. So if we were to try to hunt something big at some point, we could hunt something big that got split up from the rest of its pack. Maybe. We'll see. Gideon Jarris, thanks for all the gifted subs. Holy moly. I really wish the marathon time. You know, maybe what I could do is... Oh, marathon timer. 1 second. Oh, eyeballs. Okay. Yeah, here we go. There, marathon. Wait, what? That's not even what the hell? Yeah, there's something wrong, because the timer I see on my screen and the timer I see up there is, like, completely different. How? I am not sure. Yeah, I don't know. It's very, very broken. Because of course it is. Well, I was trying to rig it up to be max time, but I failed at that, so I'm going to hide it again. I'll have to troubleshoot it before the next marathon. So the game's telling me that I need defenses, which is probably a little true. The thing is, I don't even know how, I mean, what defenses can we make? I don't know how to make any. I know how to make sandbags, I guess. I mean, it's not really going to keep anyone safe. We are down to 19 meals. So let's go back to the barberry foraging. And have Gen rummage up some berries for us while we try to get more of the farm planted. I'm getting tired of people, like, not growing. So I'm going to have everyone start growing the seeds. Harvesting is different. Harvesting, you can script the yields, but growing, like, anyone could put seeds in the ground. Oops, that was the wrong person. The other thing is Ken. Let's have you go ahead and set up some bridges here, because it is a marsh, and I would love to not have to walk on marsh every time I want to go outside. And then the extra timber can be reserved for, like, shelving and other organization. Also, like, stone cutting table and things like that. As much as I would like you to practice mining, let's smooth the hell out of this area and make it glorious to live in. Oh, huh! I definitely know what that is. Brachiosaurus, Brontosaurus, something like that. It's a long neck. Alright, Spieler, get back to research. It's a giraffe? I don't know about that. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Jurassic Splashdown, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind this streamed one time only as a marathon. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Special thanks to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, fellow survivors in this jungle world.